service dog. I have a passion for training dogs, and today I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to go to his or her bed on command. So before we get started, I just want to let you know you can do this technique with any kind of bed, whether it's like a cushion bed like this one, a travel mat like this one, or a platform or sling bed like this one. This one is probably going to be a little hard to teach on just because it can crumble up, but you can totally start teaching your dog to go to their bed using a travel mat like this. So I like to typically start with the dog on a leash. This is especially good for puppies that get really distracted and can wander off. Next, I highly recommend a clicker for this training, but you don't have to. You could just use your voice. Just make sure you use your marker word, short and sweet, and don't confuse it with praise. And then of course, a bag full of yummy treats. So what I do first with the dog on leash is I go ahead and walk it up and almost walk it around the bed a couple times, trying to get the dog to step onto the bed. As soon as the dog's paw steps on the bed, I'm going to go ahead and click and treat, even if this is on accident. So there's a pretty good chance when you start doing this, especially if the bed is new and unfamiliar to the dog, that the dog's going to totally avoid it and you're going to be spinning around the bed almost like you're playing musical chairs. This can be frustrating, but don't worry, just be patient and eventually your dog's going to learn that stepping on the bed is what gets them the reward. One thing you could do to kind of speed this up a little bit is occasionally throw treats onto the bed to allow the dog to eat off the bed. Before you know it, they're going to be willingly and purposely putting 1 to 2 paws on top of the bed. At this point, you could take the leash off if you want to. Pretty soon, your dog's going to get that when they put their paws onto the bed, they get a treat. Once you start getting this, try to lure them a little further onto the bed so you can start getting 3 and 4 paws on. Alright, so once you get all 4 paws onto the bed, next you're going to want to get your dog to start laying down. So after you start getting this whole behavior, you can start adding a command. You can use go to your bed, go lay down, or place. These are all very common commands for this behavior. The best way for a dog to learn a command or a cue is by repetition. The easy way to do this with this command is to actually toss the treats off the bed once the dog has completed the command. That way they get up and you can do it again. Now normally you're going to want to train your dog to stay on their bed until you release them. This is great for using the go to your bed command when company comes over. To do this, you're basically going to apply the same principles as you do with stay. If you want to learn more about that, go ahead and check out my downstay video right here. As always, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.